GM show. Let me go and get this synced real quick. Lots and lots to discuss tonight. My God Almighty. There's that, and there's that, and there's... What the heck? Alright, well, maybe not as quick as I thought. There we go. Now we got it. And then we share it out. Hey, Ian. Hey, Jan. Good to see you tonight. Oh, hope you guys had a good day today. I did not. I almost, I hate saying this like this, but I came this close to shutting it all down. I got that frustrated today that I even messaged one of our regulars and told him that I am that close to calling it quits. I have been working since 3 o'clock this morning on that video. I've used 3 editing programs. I have attempted to do the video 9 times. And every single time I get about 15 minutes into it and the editing program starts screwing up and shutting down, and I will start to type and it'll freeze up, and you back completely out and you start moving back through it again and it freezes up and shuts down. And I was just about in tears when the wife got home at 4:30 and she said, walk away, come out and play cards with me, work on it tomorrow. So that's why the video is not out yet. I decided I'm going to have to try to come up with the money to purchase an editing program instead of doing any more of this free BS stuff that's on the App Store. That's the only option I got. You know, I've been using the same editing program for 3 years. It's never given me a guff. They just done an update on it not very long ago, and now all of a sudden I had a little bit of problem with it last week, but the video last week telling everybody about the investigation this weekend was only just a few minutes long. I started trying to do just a 40-minute video of the part one of the investigation, and it would not cooperate at all. So I am going to buy an editing program and start again tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to buy an editing program. It's all right. I'm over it. I mean, well, it would have been so bad, but a bunch of stuff happened today. Like, you know, I got up at 3 o'clock. I stopped working on that at 4:30. During the time when, you know, I was working on that, I was taking care of the house. I went to grab something out of the dishwasher today, and it was jammed down under the lip on the shelf, and I went to pick it up and actually picked up the whole dishwasher. I tilted it back under the cabinet, and I pulled something in my back. So part of the time I was laying on the couch on my phone trying to edit while my daughter had the massager on my back, and it's like, okay, you know, it's time just to calm down. Too many bad things are happening. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Oh, hey Paul, good to see you, bud. Hey KG, good evening to you as well. Yep, I don't understand. I have a really hard time understanding how, if we do an investigation, it's just kind of editing programs always work. Throw out a half hour, 45-minute video with no problem. You guys know I've done some that were over an hour. I do a really good investigation that I want to get the detail in to show you guys, and the things keep giving me guff. So it is time to just hunker down and scrape up the money to buy an editing program and hope and pray that it's just the freebie ones that are giving me issues. It's not going to be the program themselves. Not to mention, the big kicker is, since my phone went from like 55% power to 2% power in like 10 minutes at the very end of our investigation Saturday night, I pulled out my new phone, started recording the last 7 frames or 7 clips on my new phone. There's no sound. Video recording has no sound capability on my new phone. Don't know how that's supposed to work, but I even pulled out the manual and there's nothing in there at all about turning on sound for video recording. So I've got to sit there and tinker with that just in case that situation happens again. But that's why I titled tonight's stream, you know, A New Week, A New Adventure. So, and that's exactly what it is a new adventure. So I hope everybody had a good Monday, and they're looking forward to the rest of the week. I am. I'm looking very forward to it, because it's got to be better than the start. Jay won't get home for another hour, huh? So I'll get up tomorrow morning and we'll try a second day to get part one of the town of David, the town of David um, video done for you. You had spaghetti too, huh? Yummy, yummy. That's well, we were going to have spaghetti. We didn't have any spaghetti noodles. So she made, meaty pasta stuff, and I put cheese on it. So but spaghetti's what I originally wanted. I got the burger out today. Oh, that was something else. I got the burger out this morning as soon as the live stream was over and set it in the water, and the temperature today was just moderate enough. It wasn't thawed in time for me to make the meatballs that I originally was going to make to have for dinner. So, yeah. Mussolini, how are you doing tonight, my friend? Good to see you. So, needless to say, she scraped off the outside of the roll what was thawed out and put that in the spaghetti sauce tonight, or the pasta sauce tonight. And we're going to have something with hamburger tomorrow. I just don't know why yet. Tomorrow I'm having barbecue pork chops. I don't mind pork chops, but the only barbecue I eat is either mine or hers. I make my own barbecue sauce. I started making it when I was in Texas. I make like 4 different flavors of barbecue sauce. And then when her and I got together, she made barbecue sauce, and I realized her barbecue sauce recipes are not that different from mine. So, I'll eat mine and hers, but that's pretty much it. I make my own spaghetti sauce, or my own barbecue sauce. I'm Italian, I always have spaghetti in the house. Well, she got it on sale here about a month ago, and she bought 5 boxes of it, but I don't remember using it that much. So, but it's all gone, so. Hey, Jordan. Yep, I remember. Stopped by and saw your Ecto Jeep on the way bringing me back home. Glad you stopped by. Glad you stopped by. Welcome to the family, man. My live streams, unless I've got some kind of theme or a guest or something, my live streams are pretty much kick back, relax, chat. Spaghetti sounds good actually for tonight. I'm getting hungry. Well, Bubba, we got a buttload of pasta left. She made a big old pan of it, but she got home so late and got it cooking that I had enough to have a bowl, and then it was time to come in here and get set up. So I know where it's at for lunch tomorrow. So yeah, needless to say, guys and gals, it was not the best day when it come to trying to edit that bloody thing. So tomorrow's a brand new day, and we'll try it again. On my way, leftovers. Leftovers are the best sometimes. Spaghetti, chili, hamburgers, food, bacon. Luckily, about 2 weeks ago, I got enough bacon for the weekend. So Mark and I will be down in Napanee, Indiana, doing Days of the Blue and Gray Civil War reenactment, and of course I'll be making bacon jerky over the fire. I got 3 pounds of it this time, so that should be enough. Matter of fact, I'll probably start cooking it when we get there on Friday. That way, I got the jerky for the weekend. Speak of the devil, and he strolls in the door. How about that? Hey, brother. Hope you're doing good today. You have to be doing well after the weekend you had. I'm having a frozen Skyline 3-way for dinner. I take it, is that a pizza? I've never heard of Skyline. Very nice. Do you have to wear the wool, or are you going to be reenacting? I will actually wear civilian clothes. Um, I kind of gave up on the wool thing unless it got chilly. I'll be wearing cotton denim and probably one of my cotton shirts and vest and my wool hat. But I normally do a civilian contractor like a wagon master or something like that when I go out now. Um, but I'll be filming. I'll be filming the whole weekend, so I won't do the reenactments. I'll be filming them. So I'm bringing some salt pork. Very cool. Salt pork is good. Sorry, Cincinnati favorite chili. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mark will be in uniform. That's why Mark almost dies of heat stroke, and I don't. Because Mark's in head-to-toe wool, and I'm in something that breathes. But I'm looking forward to this weekend. Then the next weekend, we are doing the Winchester House in Elkhart, Indiana. And then after that, hopefully Mark and I can get fired up on some of the cemeteries in the area. I'm having baked chicken and mashed taters. Now that's a good southern meal. Well, except in South Carolina, if my aunt was still alive, she would bake that chicken, and then she'd bread it and deep fry it. Everything in her house was deep fried. Well, everything except the homemade apple and peach pie that she made at least once a week. And if she could have found a way to deep fry that, she probably would have. Next month, I get to go see Wookie and spend the night with him. Good. It's about time. Oh yeah. Now see, that's one of the things the wife makes. She hates making it, but Ash and I both love it. She makes homemade chicken strips, and of course I make my own breadcrumbs and stuff, and I season them, and just put them in a great big freezer bag and stick them in the cabinet. And she does the double dip method. She does some good fried chicken, or good fried chicken strip. I was born and raised in North and South Carolina. Grits are always in my house. There you go. I knew there was something about you I like. Something about real grits, not instant grits, real grits. Whenever my aunt would come up to visit Grandma when she was still alive, she'd always make SOS, homemade biscuits, and grits. Candy and I usually make oven fried chicken. I spoke with the Zooov guys. They said they'll get there around 1. When are you wanting to head down, Mark? I never did ask you that. Oh yeah, cornbread? Definitely. Definitely. Good evening, Stephen. Good to see you, bud. My daughter does that too, but tonight she wanted baked chicken. Yeah, I was actually going to bring a ham bone and some beans this weekend, but I figured that's going to be one of them really heavy things on the stomach. Um, so yeah, I'm not bringing ham and beans, making cornbread and all that. That's just extra stuff. I think, having the bacon, having the salt pork, maybe something for cold sandwiches, coffee, some coffee, maybe a little coffee. I think that'll be more than enough. Stop at the office for a few beers, head down around that time. Sounds like a plan, man. Grandma's gone. She's at Steph's cousin's place for the next couple weeks. So whenever you want to head down, I would love to have cornbread. I don't have any here in the house, and frankly, I ain't got the money buying it. So, but y'all know that story. Hell, I'm too broke to pay attention. It's exactly what I told the wife tonight. She said something to me, and I said, huh? She said, broke again? I said, broke. She goes, too poor to pay attention? She beat me to it. I make my cornbread from Old Mountain Recipe. I never made homemade cornbread. I still do the Jiffy thing. Now I do make my own honey butter. I'll tell you that. I do make my own honey butter, and to put on my cornbread and my muffins and stuff like that. So, yep, not very long, Jan. Not very long. We got today's the 6th. We got about 2.5 months roughly. Well, I can do beef jerky, but the old leather shoe sole in there ain't much up to peanuts anymore. Hey Elvis, good to see you, bud. Thank you very much for smashing that little like button. Jiffy is nothing like. Oh yeah, I know. I've had homemade cornbread before. I just never learned how to make it. You are quite welcome, sir. cream corn. Now see, I've had it with cream corn before, and I've had it with whole kernel corn before. And the last time I had it with cream corn, they didn't mix it right, so I ran into great big pockets of cream corn in the mix, and it ruined my taste for it. Now I don't mind it with whole kernel corn in it, but yeah, that when I got a big mouthful of slimy, soggy bread with a glob of cream corn in it, it ruined it for me. I get stone ground cornmeal from the mountains. I smashed my thumb trying to smash that like. Hey Rob, good to see you. The old Blaine. So tomorrow's the big day, huh, Blaine? Cream corn is best, but you have to mix it properly and it has to get cooked thoroughly. Yeah. Oh, Elvis, I know, bud. I know. Homemade banana bread. Now you're talking up my alley. Something with a whole bunch of sugar in it. And well, bananas. Yes, 8 a.m. Well, I just right before the stream started, I commented on your post about the Blaine train pulling into the station for repairs. So, I hope everything goes well, and I look to see you back in a couple of days. Spinning and winning, bud. I love me cornbread and beans plus collard greens. Yes, ma'am, you go talking about collard greens around here. Peanut butter, banana bacon sandwiches, fried in bacon grease. I don't know about that one. I ain't much at having anything on my peanut butter but jelly. Pineapple cake. Yes, sir. I can agree with you there. Yeah, got to get some new parts and a lube job. I just hope they lube you well, my friend. You're still a young man. You need to do that preventative maintenance on occasion so you live to be an old man. Templar, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. I used to make collard greens for my dad. Got a recall on Jif. I buy my peanut butter at Dollar General. I get the great big jar for what most people go to the store and buy them little jars for. Good evening. Hey Terry, good to see you. I did a cooking video a few years ago just for Elvis. I cooked the Elvis sandwich. Wow. Heart attack on a plate. Mr. Fish is here now. Okay, just want to say hi and see you soon. Take care of yourself, Blaine. Get in there and get your preventative maintenance done. Get back out there. We'll catch each other real soon somewhere. I grew up on Skippy peanut butter. I grew up on whatever was the cheapest. My mom was a big fan of generic. Yeah, go to Dollar General and get Jeff's cousin Jeff. Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I mean, getting back on what I was saying earlier, I literally got so frustrated today with the editing program, my chest started to hurt. That's how bad it got today. I mean, come on, seriously? 3 editing programs, multiple times on each, trying to edit a video, and it wouldn't do nothing. It would not do anything. I mean, I damn near shut it all down. I was that upset. I thought some higher power was trying to tell me to stop doing what I was doing. And it just, that compiled with other things. Yeah, Fish could tell. I messaged him, told him what was going on. I was about ready to lose my crackers. But like I said, new week, new adventure. Tomorrow's a whole new day. It'll work out when it works out. If I can only put up 1 or 2 videos this week because I got to keep playing with different editing programs. Like I said, I get the money, I will buy an editing program. I'm tired of playing with the freebies. It don't pay off. They work really good for a while, and then they stop working. They start flopping around. So people will go out and buy the premium version and work. I got lucky. I've been using the same editing program pretty much since I started the channel. So, yeah, I got lucky. A lot of people, they only work really good for 6 months, 7 months, and then they start to flop up on you. But it'll get out. Hey, Tommy. My butt's been to bed, dude. I actually fell asleep laying on the floor last night about 7:30. I had my feet up against the back of my massage chair and so it was massaging the bottoms of my feet. And I woke up about 9:30 or 10, crawled up in bed, fell asleep, and woke up at 3. So all in all, I got about 7.5 or 8 hours sleep last night. I was being that way with YouTube last night. I had a 15-minute video, which maybe took me an hour, but YouTube was being goofy, so I had to re-edit and upload it 3 times. Technology, man. Technology. They said it. They said that we make technological advances because it makes life easier. I think that's what makes people go postal. I got to go back into work, slaving away. You know how it goes now. Back at you, bud. Have a good evening. Don't work too awful hard. You might hurt yourself. Well, you know, Rob, at least we gave you a heads up on Ghostorama far enough in the future that you could you could request that time off. Because, yeah, most definitely you are always working. The first day we met, calling me Candy King for about 5 years now. I think he's already gone back. I swear to God, they rolled this cigar any tighter, that tobacco is going to turn into a diamond in there. So, but yeah, tech has made new generation too soft and stupid. They need to learn to work. Dude, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I got a 13-year-old daughter, man, who if you make her put down her tablet or her phone, you would almost think you're asking her to rip her own heart out of her chest. She was when I pulled my back earlier today. I yelled at her to come out because I was laying on the couch. I told her to grab the massage gun and just run it up one side of my spine and down the other and just keep making that loop around my spine from right below my shoulder blades to the small of my back. And she was doing really good until she decided to hold the gun with one hand and her tablet with the other. And she started like going down on my ribs and going up to my neck. And I just finally told her, okay, that's enough. Go on back in your room now. Sitting on there. Yeah, I used to have a different name, but everyone kept getting it wrong, so I changed it because everyone knows me as Candy Cane, all thanks to Elvis. They're all sitting on their duffs playing on their phones and yep. Hello, Cassie. Good to see you. Whatever happened to the days you just pulling the knob out on the TV, comes on, you have to make sure the Wi-Fi is working. And then this and that, and TV, yeah. Tell me about it. Good evening, Tony. Good to see you. Yeah, I keep telling my daughter it's a good thing she wasn't born back when I was. During summer break, you got kicked out the house about 7 o'clock in the morning. You came to the back door to get lunch. You cut to the back door to get lunch. You ate it outside, and you didn't come back in until the sun went down. There was no sitting around in front of the TV. There was no laying in your room playing. It was all outside stuff. Yeah, Ghost-O-Rama is going to be real cool, guys. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. Especially with all of us together. You know, Jan and Jay coming up from Southern Ohio, Rob coming over from just south of Grand Rapids, Danny from Kalamazoo, Tommy, Randy. Who all knows who's going to be there? I know Chad Smith from the Chad Smith podcast and Oracles and Beyond is planning on being there. I talked to Chad this morning too, Cassie. He came into the morning stream this morning, and he was telling me that he would know more about when he could guest on Unrestricted Paranormal in July, when that job thing gets straightened up. So hopefully in July. Early in July, Danny and I will be able to get Chad on, and so I got a feeling that he's going to be just as interesting as Molly was. Eerie Frog, howdy, 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 good to see you. But yeah, Jan, Rob is a cool dude to hang around with. I love going and doing the cemetery at Notre Dame with him, and I've been hoping to get to another investigation with him, but with his work schedule, damn near impossible, to be honest with you. Mark is not going to be at Ghostorama, the Mid-Michigan Civil War event up in, Mid-Michigan is that weekend. So he'll be going back up there. That's the event we done last year where we all just about died of heat stroke. Mark and his wife and the puppy dog had to leave Saturday evening when everything was over. He just about went down. The dog was overheating. We were all overheating. I mean, when the public left that night, we stripped down to the bare minimum. Our heat index was about 110, 115, and there's no shade trees out there. The humidity was off the scale. It was rough. It was rough. That matter of fact, that was the event that got my buddy Mike convinced he's not doing Civil War no more. Yeah, I can remember being out of the house all day when the street lamp came on, or your front porch lights. You better be amen to that. But I grew up in the country, so I mean, we were always right there at home anyway, unless there was a situation one time when, my 13-year-old dumb butt jumped on the Suzuki 120 my dad bought us to learn how to ride on, and took off and went 9 miles into town. No driver's license. At least Dad knew exactly where I was. I was at Grandma's house. He called. He said, "You better park that thing right now and don't get back on it. I'll be in there in the truck in just a little bit." I couldn't touch it for a month. It's the only time I wasn't at home. I love the cemetery videos Rob puts out. I do too. He does some good ones, that's for sure. I was wondering if he talked to me in person. That was a rough event. Thanks, Jan. I got an awesome comment. Dick Evans' grandson on the video I did on him. I wonder what was that. Yep. Rob does some good videos. Oh, come on back. Come on back. I need to find me a masseuse. That's all there is to it. I found out that Danny's wife is a massage therapist. And I asked him the other day, I said, as long as I've known you, as close of friends as we are, and I've never had your wife on my back. He said, ain't never had a chance. Besides, that 2-hour round trip might be a little rough for a 1-hour massage. There hasn't been one of Rob's videos I didn't like. I know. Rob gets a lot of information in his videos, and he tells a story. And they're just entertaining. They're just fun. Okay, well, I gotta go take care. My wife needs me. All right, brother. You take care of yourself. Go tend to the wife, and we'll catch you later. Speak of the devil, and he strolls in the door. Look at that. This morning it was, earlier it was Mark, now it's Danny. What's up, brother? Tommy Boy was just in here a few minutes ago. Mark's in here floating around right now, somewhere. Probably playing with the young'uns, to be honest with you. Probably playing with those little ones. What's up, Poopy Pants? There you have it, guys. Right there. Unrestricted Paranormal. If you are not subscribed to that channel, get subscribed to it, because that's where you're going to see me on Wednesday evenings. I am going to be co-hosting with Danny, and this week we got a couple of very interesting characters coming on. First hour is going to be dedicated to one, second hour is going to be dedicated to another. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. Anytime, Rob. Anytime. My channel, if anyone is interested. Most definitely, if you have a channel, you release videos, definitely put your link up there, especially if you got a wrench. If you don't have a wrench, ask one of the moderators to throw your channel link up for you. But definitely, if you have a channel, you have a wrench, throw your link up, so that way if somebody's not subscribed to it, they can be. Hopefully, Jan, when you and Jay are up here in August, well, you know, besides doing the investigation of the museum there at Ghostorama, hopefully we can get a cemetery investigation in or something like that before you guys got to head back home. It just depends on how long you guys want to hotel it. I haven't been doing much on my channel except for some gaming streams with me and Ty gaming together on Red Dead. I gotta watch one of those. I gotta watch one that's live so I can sit and... Oh, your network is still down? Holy freak-olies, Batman. Should be up next weekend. Yeah, I don't... Danny, are we going to have any hotel deals in that area around Hartford for people coming to Ghostorama, or is that doable to get any kind of deals on hotels? I mean, you know, besides using Priceline, which is a con game in itself. I never did tell you guys that story. When we went on our honeymoon to Chicago, I Pricelined and got a deal and registered the room, and we got to Chicago, up north of Chicago, to our hotel. They didn't honor Priceline's deal. They said you actually had to join Priceline to get those deals. I told them, I said, I'm not paying a monthly fee to join something we're only going to use once every 7 or 8 years. Jay said the cheapest he found was $150 a night. Well, you don't got to stay at the Radisson. My goodness gracious. Be looking into it in July. Might work out a camping thing too. Hello, Crypt Keeper. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hey, Danny Jordan was in here. I don't know if he still is or not, but Jordan that has the black Ecto we stopped and seen on Sunday heading home, he was in here. Might still be lurking around in the shadows somewhere. That was the Best Western. Look for the nearest Super 8. I'm doing well. Just stopped to say hello, show some love. I appreciate it, bud. I really do. There's Jay. Just walked in the house. Hope you had a good day, bud. Didn't work too awful hard. We don't want to dump. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit for that. If I'm going to go out and pay for a hotel, I at least want it to be nice. Or at least you know, as nice as my house. If it's better, then I'm all for it. But you know, I want it to be at least as nice as my own bedroom. Now I'll tell y'all what, those beds there in the cabins at City of David, my God, that was the most comfortable mattress I've been on in a long time. It keeps the rain and the bugs out. Worked his butt off. Doesn't surprise me. He normally does. The bugs are already there. Just hope they're not the kind you take home and give a new bed to. Those are the only bugs I worry about when I go places, is the kind that come home with you. Went camping with the kids, got the tent all set up just for it to downpour and hail on us. Well, at least it was just rain and hell. It could have been, much windier, if you get my drift. I mean, you are in Iowa, for God's sake. Network is down, but go to YouTube, Unrestricted Paranormal. We had Michael. Us on last night, celebrated horror author. Very cool. I have stayed in at least a dozen different 8s, never had a complaint. You guys did weather the storm right. You're still out there camping? Roughing it? Like them pioneers you like to emulate? There we go. There is the link for Unrestricted Paranormal. You know something? I'm too dark. I'm going to throw a little light on the subject. Ah, much better, much better. You know, Danny, and it's really funny you bring up Saturday night. Wait a second. About wrecked on the way home. Park ranger told everyone to pack up due to tornado watch in the area we were in. Psst. Go figure. Them park rangers always out looking to keep everybody safe. Don't let anybody rough it. When my camera that I film on lost power in the roundhouse up front, I started using my new phone to record the last 7 segments of the investigation. No sound. Can't explain it. No sound. So I got 7 great clips of video. But no sound. I like the dark. I normally do too, but with the that fogging that's happening over my right eye, having that light coming off the screen at me kind of causes things to blur up a bit. If you'll notice when I'm reading, I'm leaning in now. Got an eye doctor's appointment set up, but it's not till like July. So there he is. Danny's in here now, Riptide, or well, Jordan. $25 non-refundable down the drain for 2 nights. See, I don't agree with that. That's not right. You didn't choose to leave, they made you leave. They should give you your money back. She might have meant liked you in the dark or less illuminated. She probably did, Tony. She honestly probably did. Gee, I don't see you near as well in the dark. I think we would probably prefer to keep it that way. But yeah, that's really honestly not fair, Ty, that they didn't give you your money back. They made you leave. I'm not a creeper. We know you're not. We know you're not a creeper. You're fine. Much love back, Danny. You have yourself a good evening, bud, and take care. Oh, okay. Talking to Danny. Take care of yourself, and we will catch you soon. days, try camping again, weather permitting. I'll take the kids swimming and fishing tomorrow. There you go. There you go. They'll get a kick out of that. I know how much they enjoy spending time with Daddy, so any chance you got to get them out of the house this summer, go for it. So, did y'all hear about the New York governor today? That nifty little bill she signed into law. When it comes fishing too, no one here will take me fishing. That's because you catch bigger fish than he does. That's the only reason he don't take you fishing is because it's humiliating. My little wife catches fish twice as big as the ones I catch. OKG. She passed into law today a bill that will make you get special licensing for assault rifles, what they refer to as assault rifles. They will, they're going to raise the age to buy assault rifles and other certain firearms. They are going to make the background check more strenuous on getting firearms. They're going to use micro trackers on all bullets that are sold, or well, all bullets that are produced, and that way they can monitor who purchases them. So if those shell casings show up at an incident, they're easy to track. Let me think, there was something else. Yeah, Jordan, it's some bill in New York State. The governor signed it into law today, all about assault rifles and different guns and stuff. I was watching a news clip getting ready for this. I mean, yeah, in a sense, it's a good thing. I like the micro trackers or the micro tabs on the shell casings. I guess my biggest concern is that it normally takes 2 weeks to get a background check back. That boy in Uvalde, Texas, he had his guns in less than a week. And then that other incident in the Bronx or wherever it was, he had his gun back the same day he went and bought it. So you got to ask yourself how that happened. Everyone is welcome to join fishing and swim. It's a little far for me to come to go fishing when I got a lake 2 blocks down the road. So you just have fun. Most state background checks are the same day. Now see, around here, it's right about a week and a half or 2 weeks to get everything back. Maybe my micro stamp don't exist. It's some kind of a code that is put into the, they were talking about it on that news thing. It's some kind of a code that's put into the casing where they can be scanned. I don't know exactly how it works, but they referred to it as microstamping. Jay doesn't like to take me fishing, better than him. What he forgets is that I was born with a fishing pole in my hand. Man, I bet that hurt coming out. Thank God that thing didn't hook anything on the way out. Let me see if I can find that real quick. There it is. Oh, they're making it a criminal offense to threaten violence on anyone, prohibits sale of body armor, requires licenses for assault rifles, must be 21 to purchase any assault rifles. Hold on real quick. To purchase any assault rifles.
Licenses will be required for assault rifles. The state will raise the minimum age to buy or possess a semi-automatic assault rifle to 21. There will also be an expansion of risk for people who can apply for an extreme risk protection order that will prevent someone from buying a firearm considered to be a danger to themselves or others, also known as the red flag law.
Micro-stamping bullets so law enforcement can have an easier time catching the criminals. And we're pro-stamping bullets.
There you go.
So, extreme risk.
There you go. Here it is.
Protection order that will prevent someone from buying a firearm or considered to be a danger to themselves or others, also known as the red flag law.
We're micro-stamping bullets so law enforcement can have an easier time catching the criminals. And we're closing loopholes so the firearms that are being so cleverly manufactured or altered cannot evade our laws anymore. There's more to do. Thoughts and prayers won't fix this.
The changes would largely impact areas outside the city, which already requires permits to possess, carry, and purchase any type of firearm and prohibits most applicants under 21. Elsewhere in New York, people as young as 16 can possess long guns like rifles and shotguns without a license. Meanwhile, governors across the nation have been arguing what they need are changes to federal law. This today from Senator Joe Manchin. Meanwhile, governors across the nation have been arguing what they need are changes to federal law. This today from Senator Joe Manchin. Meanwhile, governors across the nation have been arguing what they need are changes to federal law. This today from Senator Joe Manchin. Meanwhile, governors across the nation have been arguing what they need are changes to federal law. This today from Senator Joe Manchin. Meanwhile, governors.
Well, I don't know what the hell that is going on, but wow. I don't know what the hell that is going on, but wow. Alright, there we go. Well, right there it was coming from them. Apparently they have found a way to micro-stamp a bullet. And if people use brass to load. Yep, I agree. My grandpa taught me how to fish at a very young age. My godbrother taught me how to shoot, 6 years old. Yeah, it was some kind of a weird loop that kept going on over and over again. That's why I just muted it and waited to see my lips start talking or moving again. Then I knew it was safe. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. You know, it was discussed a long time ago, and I still don't see, how they can't put two and two together, but they have this thing about making these gun-free cities, or making the law so tough it's hard as hell to get one. But those are usually the most violent places to go to. So, what are you gonna do? I hope you guys all had good weather where you're at. It is still 75 degrees here, and they said we had cooler weather coming in. It was cooler than this yesterday when we took off from over by the lake to come over here. So, easy to take advantage of unarmed populace. The only problem with micro-stamping is New York can't enforce that law with ammo manufactured in other states. Again, I agree completely. The only way that they can enforce that law is if they refuse to sell any ammunition that's not micro-stamped. That's the only way that they can enforce that. If a gun retailer buys their ammunition from an out-of-state company, then they lose their gun license. They'll come up with some kind of screwy something. You know that as well as I do. They always do. But yeah, I agree completely, Tony. I agree completely. Look back through history at how many governments tried to take the guns out of the hands of people, and what the end result was. I mean, I do believe Hitler was the last dictator to try to or to take the guns out of the hands of the populace. Look what the end result of that was. Hey, Justin, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. Looking forward to this weekend. Looking forward to your pizza. Better make two. Mark and I are going to be hungry when we get there. We're going to miss out, go kart racing on Ashley's birthday. Miss racing for anything. I got 2 family-sized pizza doughs. That's not a lot. I mean, you know as well as I do, you start making pizza over the fire at camp, you're even going to have Rebs coming over to eat your pizza, bud. There might be another civil conflict over your baking pizza. It's going to go down in history as the Battle of the Pizza Dough. The Battle of Little Round Sausage. Something like that. The Battle of Pepperoni Mound. There you go. The Battle of Pepperoni Mound. What time do we show for dinner? Reb's been asking me to make pizza for their side. You just make sure and tell them that is a crime against the state, and you are not permitted by the local provost to cross enemy lines to make dinner for them. If they want to eat pizza, they can put on a blue uniform. I don't recall pizza being on any rations list. It's on the revised list. That's why a lot of people carried bacon and stuff with them. Yeah, see, that's how they had it listed as ketchup and hardtack and stuff like that. This other fella might have bacon or some pork. This fella over here raided a garden, grabbed some veggies, some onions, some peppers, things like that. Some of that leftover cow from Murphy's farm yesterday gets cooked up and thrown on there. And then, of course, the cheese that they took, the cheese wheel they took from Mrs. McGillicuddy. It all goes together and goes on. Yeah, see, there you go. It's on the officers list. So basically, since I am a wagon master, I hold the rank of lieutenant. Well, I hold the rank of captain, but now I'll bring my coat. It'll be okay. I'll pass. Now, are they having a ball down there this year? I heard somewhere they were talking about having a ball on Saturday night. Have you heard anything about that, Justin? Not that you can dance anyway, but I mean, I would prefer not to, quite honestly, between me and you. I mean, it's not on my top 10 list of things to do on a Saturday night. I mean, this is the Civil War, not Brokeback Mountain. Let me see here. Well, now. So, yep, hopefully, guys, I can get the 3 videos done in the next 4 days, or next 3 days. So my memory and everything is emptied out on the recording device, so I can get all my filming done this weekend. We might run into a small issue. I'm ready to bring my coal with powder to use after reenactment. I started to say, you've not even had a chance to shoot that thing yet, have you? I didn't think you had. Well, good. That'll be a lot of fun. As a matter of fact, you know, I might just U.S. Marshal it this weekend, just for the giggles. See, if I was still on the other side, I'd Texas Ranger, but I think U.S. Marshal would fit in real good. You guys gonna have the jailhouse set up down there, Mr. Provost Marshal? Yeah, I need to get my hands on a Pinkerton badge. Give me a reason to dress up in pretty clothes and walk around with the president. So excited I get to stay with my godbrother again tomorrow while his wife does closing on the home. He's the bee's knees. Well, I'm glad you had fun with him today. I hope he starts to recover. I know it's hard seeing somebody you care about in a weakened state like that, and I really hope that he starts to recover and can start getting out and doing things again. Doggone, I'm getting messages left and right. Well, somewhere. Oh. There's the Ranger badges. And somewhere around here is that big chunk of brass that says U.S. Marshal on it. But for the love of me, I can't find it right now. Then again, if you guys seen this tornado, I call it desk, you'd understand why. Everything I want to be able to find easier goes on here until it's piled up so high I can't find anything easier. I might just have to borrow that Pinkerton badge for a little bit, and I'll bring my real nice coat and stuff down with me, and well, I'll walk around with the president a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to. That's something that's on my list for the reenactments and stuff, is building up my badges. That way, I've got a different badge for whatever reenactment I do. But the Pinkerton badge is one thing that I've definitely been looking out for, because I can use that from Civil War on. So. Keep the prayers going. My eyes, he's too young to go downhill. He's 78. Definitely keeping the prayers going for him. I mean, you know, it's 78. Yeah, that's still too young to go downhill like that. Fall Creek. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I think I have $4 I'm going to the event with this weekend after last weekend. I don't know. We'll see. I ain't getting into that. I ain't opening that can of worms again. Love it. Goodness gracious sakes, it's almost 8:30 already. Been at this for almost an hour and a half. But yeah, I'm here for the long haul, guys. I'm not going to get so frustrated that I want to stop doing what I love doing. So, regardless of how much guff these editing programs give me, regardless of if I have to, I'll make 4 or 5 videos. They'll all come out this week, so my phone's empty for next weekend. But if I have to, that's what I'll do. I'll make 4 or 5 videos out of it and just make them a half hour long. That's going to be 2 videos of the history and 3 videos of the investigation. But when this is over at 9 o'clock, here in another half hour, I'm going to start editing again and see what I can do about getting this puppy put out. At least the first one. Oh, goodness gracious sake. So when are you heading down there, Justin? Friday? Let me see here. Fall Creek Settlery, Civil War. Let's see here. Buttons, uniforms, ladies' items, brass insignia. Let's look under brass insignia and see what it says there. Hat pieces, wreaths, Masonic stars, eagles, Texas hat badge, flare cans, knapsacks. My God, I didn't realize how much stuff they carried. Buttons, buckles and plates. Let's look under buckles and plates, see if I got anything there. Nope, that is strictly buckles and plates. Let's see here. Yep, I can't find them on there right now. I have no clue off the top of my head. I've seen them in places for 18 or 20 bucks. I've seen them in places for 27, 28 bucks. I have no clue what. No, you're not. You need to tend to your own. I know what you're setting your money aside for right now, and it's far more important than some little tinker toy for me. Now, why did you go and say that? She ain't married to me. She don't listen to me. She's a woman. I was born with a PP. She don't listen to men. She does what she wants to do. I just can't leave this house. In a way, I don't blame you. In a way, I don't blame you. If I didn't have to leave the house I grew up in, the last place my grandpa fixed up before he died, I'd still be in that house. I don't blame you. You guys, I mean, you know, my boys were born. That was one of the first places they went to when they were born. I watched them take their first, well, let me rephrase that. I watched them steal their first can of beer from my dad when he got up to use the bathroom at 2 years old and sit there and sip on it. They ate their first solid meal in that house. The second born of my twins fell down his first staircase in that house. I don't blame you. I wouldn't be able to either if I had a choice. Sadly enough, I was moved out several years when the people who owned its son took over everything on their death and told mom and dad they had to move. But mom and dad lived in that house for 19 years free. The arrangement was if they fixed it up and made it livable again, they could stay there as long as they wanted to, up till the death of the people that owned it, and then the house got signed over to Mom and Dad. And well, when they died, their son took over their farm and all their property, and he wanted that acre of ground for crops. So I was in tears. My parents passed here. I have too much emotional ties here. We found out perfect log cabin home on 10 acres, and when we came home to talk about it, I just couldn't do it. Little log cabin on 10 acres is nice, but you guys made that place a home. Your daughter was born there. You got your chickens. You guys made that place a home. I don't blame you. I keep looking forward to being able to move down to Tennessee. Don't like how I'm going to be able to do it, or how I was going to be able to do it. I had to lose my mom and dad to do it. But my sister and I talked on the 31st on her birthday, and we decided anything happens to Mom and Dad, we're selling the house and splitting it down the middle. All of our friends and family and everything is up here, up north. Not going to do it. So wonder why I was getting a spinny there. That was spinning, but that wasn't. Might just do it sometime soon. Well, when gas gets back down to where, we can actually afford it. Of course, I don't know how I'm going to get there, because Mark won't come to Ohio if somebody pays him to. He don't. It's like I said when he went out to Maryland here a few weeks ago. If it was economically sound to drive around Ohio to get to Maryland, he would have done it. He does not like Ohio. Besides, I'd have to come down there and just paranormal investigations, because one time on the lake, and Jay won't take me fishing with him anymore either. I might catch little fish, but I use those as bait to catch bigger fish. Goodness gracious sakes, time is flying. Time is flying. No, I don't need all that TikTok stuff on there. Get off there. Don't need TikTok, don't need Instagram. To the definition or welcome anytime. We'll even go to Kings Island. I would probably still enjoy Kings Island. Ashlyn don't ride any rides whatsoever. She actually passed up going on a field trip to a water park last week. They weren't going to be allowed to swim or anything like that. They had to ride the water rides, and she didn't want no part of it. We don't even take her to the carnival when we go to the county fair or anything like that, because Well, we take her to eat, but she won't ride any rides unless they're kiddie rides. She has got a fear of her feet leaving the ground that is just unrivaled by anything I ever seen in my life. She don't like roller coasters. She don't like the Viking ship that swings. She don't like the swing rides. Nothing. She'll ride like merry-go-round and bumper cars and stuff like that. But that's the extent of it. Be ready for the event. Oh, brother, I'm ready. Don't fish anymore myself. Got spoiled. Had a 130-acre lake about 30 yards from our front door when I was in the Poconos. I could see why you don't fish. When I lived down in Tennessee, that's all we did. Every other day we were going out and hitting another lake. And then when I moved back up here, Mom and Dad, they'll go sometimes, but not that much anymore. Now down in South Carolina, when my aunt and uncle was alive, that's all we done when we went down there. We'd go out, we'd take the pontoon out and anchor right out at the mouth of the cove they lived on. And that's all we done, was sat and fished from sun up till sundown sometimes. Got back to the house just in enough time for my aunt and my mom to clean all the fish and get them in the skillet for dinner. I love the arcade. Oh, I love the arcade. That's my thing. Had good snapper in it. Ooh. I've always been a catfish guy. Always been a catfish guy. Give me some dough balls or some stinky cheese and I'm there, dude. All night long. Northern pike and muskie we got here. We got northern pike and muskie right here, both in Diamond Lake and Stone Lake. The pike aren't that big, but the muskie will give you a fight. I think our biggest pike I've seen pulled out of our lake down the road down here is only probably just right about 2 feet. Me too, when I lived in Savannah, we took friends' parents' boat, went deep sea fishing almost every Saturday. Yeah, see, that, I was deep sea fishing once. Cost us $65. We pulled out of Galveston Bay, like 6:30 in the morning. Went about 20 miles out, passed through a storm. We were hitting swells 13 feet. Needless to say, I paid $65 to throw up for half a day until the only thing coming out of me looked like ectoplasm. I caught one redfish, got it about halfway up the side of the boat, hurled on it, got it the rest of the way up the boat, put it in the canvas bag, told my friends, there's your $65 fish, and I went into the cabin and went to sleep. Well, kinda, sorta. I did continue disposing of the excess bile in my stomach for the rest of the day. We had a cabin north woods of Wisconsin. We were on a chain of 7 lakes. Oh wow. Now see, I don't mind lake fishing. I don't mind lake fishing. As long as I can see the shore, I'm good. I've always, I know I tell you guys I ain't afraid of nothing, but I've always had a fear of the ocean because I know there's things out there 10 times bigger than me that could eat me whole. I'm also not the strongest swimmer. I'm not the strongest swimmer. As long as I can see the shore, it gives me a target. When I can't see the shore no more, I just give up. I sink. I'm like a big fat rock. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Yep. You can laugh at me, big guy. You can laugh all you want to. My mom has the same fear, and that's probably where my fear came from. My mom used to live in New Jersey, right across the harbor from New York, when my dad was in the army, and they would travel out to the ocean all the time. And my mom would walk on the shore. She would catch horseshoe crabs, whatever the case may be, but she would not go out on a boat in the ocean. Same excuse. There's things out there big enough to eat her without even chomping. Just open up and thump, it's gone. It was awesome when I was little. There was no electricity for years. Wish we still had that place. Now see, to me, that would be perfect living. This right here is the only reason that I need electricity. I know how to refrigerate without the use of electricity. I can hunt, I can fish, I can grow a garden. See, that's how I am. I enjoy bank fishing. I don't mind going out in a canoe. I don't mind going out in a rowboat or a John boat or anything else. But yep, something about going out in the ocean just scares the hell out of me. Hard to have a fire on a boat. Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, unless you find a way to actually anchor a grill on the deck of a pontoon, then it's okay. But, you know, it would have to be anchored, you know, so it didn't tip. But yeah, it's easy to grill. You can grill. Well, we used to grill. My uncle built a base on the boat, a wooden base, and set the grill right down in it so it wouldn't tip. And if we were going to be out all night and stuff like that, he'd take charcoal right out there and fire it up and clean the bluegill and stuff right there on the boat. And we'd eat bluegill while we were fishing for bluegill. It's cheaper to go buy fish. I don't know. There ain't no place around here I can get fresh fish. I have to go to a restaurant and order it. My brother has a grill on his pond. At least my uncle wasn't the only crazy person out there to put fire on a boat. They put homes all around the lake and paved the road. See, that takes the fun out of it. But yeah, I'm actually considering getting my fishing license. I've been up here in Michigan. I'm the only one that fishes besides my stepson, and he goes fishing with his dad. So, you know, I've been here for 6 years, never got a fishing license. When a certain someone was living up here, I was going to go get my fishing license. Then he moved back down south again, and I got no one to fish with. So, I just ain't worried about it. We had 13 acres, 10 of that was conservation. Nice. But, you know, I don't bother getting a fishing license because I ain't got no tackle, I ain't got no fishing rods, I don't got nothing. Jan knew who I was talking about. That's funny. That's funny. See, I didn't even have to say anyone's name and boom, fingers get pointed. See how that works? That's family right there. See, here in Michigan, you have to have a small game license to get a big game license. So, you know, I was going to get my fishing, rabbit, small game stuff this summer, and then long about September, October, go on and get my big game license. But then again, previous to December and everything that happened at the beginning of the month, I thought I was going to have the money this year to get my Hawkins so I could go deer hunting and put some venison in the freezer. But with all that nasty stuff that happened the end of November, beginning of December this last year, it looks like my plans to fill my freezer with wild game might be put off another year or so. Well, you know. They even have my dad's big tackle box. My dad has got my grandpa's tackle box, and it's still got all the tackle in it that it had in it back in 1983 when he died. Every once in a while, when Dad does go fishing, he will pop that box out, take the little frogs and stuff out of it, and use those for the bass. All kinds of stuff. I'm just an all-around tomboy. Seems like it. That's why your husband won't tell you no, because he's afraid you're going to whip his butt. I know probably to it. He's a smart man. All he needs to remember is yes, dear, and that's it. I don't know. Everyone just kind of vanished. We got down to that 6 or 7 minute mark, and everybody just kind of fell back into the woodwork, I guess. But that's okay. We still got seven people here. And he just said yes, dear. Told you. Smart man. Ah, but it is getting close to that time. Yeah, everybody just got quiet. They like went to go make a sandwich, get something to drink, go use the bathroom. The place that had the lake was a private hunting and fishing club. Had a mile-long drive, 1,000 acres surrounded by state game lands. They came and tagged and released a 900-pound bear. Well, that kind of takes away from having to worry about folks sneaking on that land to do anything, because you never know where that bear's at. It's amazing how quiet a 900-pound bear can be. Oh, I'll remember, Jan. I'll remember. I'll make sure and let Steph know. I know she wants to try to get down to see Mom and Dad this year, since they may not make it up. So who knows? We may just make it right down by that area. I have total respect for Bear. Oh, I do too. I do too. The only live ones I ever seen was in a cage. That's going to be the fun thing about going up to Manistee this fall to do the Bigfoot Dogman expedition. There's bear in Manistee State Park, so we got to be real careful where we camp at and how smelly our campfire gets. We might wake up to a bear in camp. But alright, it is about that time. I have seen them on trails in the Smokies. Never seen a live one in the Smokies. Always thought that'd be cool to see a bear in the wild. Just not close enough he can get me before I can get inside a car or something. But it's that time, guys. Time for me to start working on that video again. Hopefully I can get it out. If not tonight, early tomorrow morning. Wish me luck. But don't forget, I will be got up close and personal. Better her than me. I'd play dead. Actually, I wouldn't be playing. I'd probably have a heart attack and just fall down. But remember, no Wednesday morning stream. I will be with Danny on Wednesday evening, and then we'll be back Friday morning. So I am outie. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And hopefully I'll see you guys Wednesday night. And if not, I'll catch y'all Friday morning. guys take care.